This is what's holding you back. All these swords. Cancer. It's not because fair. When you feel good about the work that you're doing, the money follows. For them to prove to you that they care about you. Hi, Cancer. This is Michele B. I'm going to bring you a reading about your love and your money messages from the tarot. But to start out with, the lead card, this is how we're starting, is there's some good stuff coming to you. There's an inkling of it that you can just start to taste a little bit, but there's a couple of things holding you back, Cancer. This is what's holding you back. All these swords. Look at this lady in the Eight of Swords. She's all tied up. She's created her own blocks. She's like, I can't go any further than this. This is where I am. These are my demands. This is what I expect from the person that loves me. This is what I expect from myself when it comes to how I'm going to make my money, right? So you created this list of where you draw the line. This is what I do and this is what I don't do. And that's the thing that's kind of holding you up from being able to experience all that life has to offer on a broader plane. Whether or not you accept stepping forward into new possibilities, new opportunities, or viewing your life from a different perspective, that's up to you. That's the beautiful thing about having choice in this physical body right now. Embrace the fact that not everybody's out there to try to take advantage of you or hurt you. Most of the time, they don't even mean to hurt you. If you're running around with a chip on your shoulder all the time, I'm sorry I'm being so harsh, Cancer. I love you. But you have to remember that I have a Cancer moon and Mars. So I'm speaking to myself just as much. That's why I can be. I giving myself permission to be harsh with you because it's right here, okay? But if you're, what was I saying? You can choose to not let every little thing that other people do hurt you. That's your choice, okay? If you decide you want to be like, me, if you decide, this is the card that fell out while I was shuffling before I even got started. If you decide that your life is all about, it's just me against the world and nobody understands what it's like to be me and nobody loves me the way that I deserve to be cared for, nobody wants to pay me for my value, then that's the experience that you're going to have. So which is more important to you? Being right all the time in your perspective, or having a good life? And it's time to make that decision. Moving over into the money, you're making that decision. It's time for me to start taking responsibility for myself when it comes to my income. When it comes to my income, when it comes to my ability to take responsibility for the money that I have coming in, taking good care of it, just improving my quality of life, it does come down to me, and I shouldn't be waiting for someone else to provide it for me. Now, maybe all along you've been taking care of your own money stuff. What is this? I didn't see that it was stuck in there. The justice was sneaking out. Ooh. Cancer. It's not fair. It's not fair that people are always trying to. It could be that somebody's trying to tell you what to do all the time, and it's not fair that they won't let you do what you want to do. It's not fair that the man is keeping you down, right? You could go around saying that. I think you're done with that, though. Anyway, I got this. These things went together. It's not fair that people at work are treating me this way, or it's not fair that somebody is taking me for a ride. Somebody's taking advantage of me. Then don't let them do it anymore. Don't hold yourself up being small, thinking that you don't deserve to speak up for yourself, thinking that you don't deserve to just go get what you want. So stop holding yourself up. Put on your big boy, big girl pants, probably mostly big girls, because I prefer to do my readings for ladies because I am one. Anyway, time to put on your grown-up pants and say, hey, I can't do it that way anymore. Hey, I can't work this job anymore. I don't get paid enough. If you want, you can pay me more. You can lighten my burden, because that actually isn't my responsibility. It's time to say enough is enough. I need fairness, because when you feel good about the work that you're doing, the money follows. When you don't enjoy what you're doing, when you're feeling resentful, when you're feeling sorry for yourself, the money doesn't want to go to that situation. Money wants to be happy. Money wants to feel light. Money wants to flow freely. So you want it to flow freely? You want to feel good and happy and light? Start taking responsibility for making the arrangements that you need to make. You need to lean toward very satisfying experiences to bring that money in. I know that we were taught, there's one of those limiting beliefs, we were taught that you should not expect to enjoy the process of bringing money to yourself. That's bullshit. Okay? That's how I was taught. It's called work. It means that you don't enjoy it. You don't have to love what you're doing. Well, that's bullshit. And there's always a way to bring money in doing what you enjoy, or to enjoy what you're doing. That's another way to flip it around. Teaching yourself, bringing yourself the cup of love and enjoyment for what it is that you do. So showing up with your cup of, show me what's great about this work that I'm doing. If you really don't feel ready to let that job go that you're not enjoying, find new novel ways to enjoy the work. I kept pulling clarifying cards for the money stuff, trying to find out more before I started the reading, and all the cards kept coming up, but love, but love, but love. Because I think that money isn't that big of a deal for those who resonate with this reading right now, as much as the love stuff, because it's like, ugh, there's some sticky stuff going on with the love stuff. Okay, there's a strong vibe of waiting for someone to grow up, waiting for someone else to take responsibility for themselves, waiting for someone else to show up in the way that you know that they can. It's frustrating you, pretty darn ungrateful. But how much of this feeling that you have, how much of the expectation you expect that they're going to let you down? You're like, I'm waiting for them to prove that they'll never live up to my expectations for myself. I find myself doing that all the time, Cancer, because my moon is in Cancer. I'm like, I'm waiting for them to prove to me that they're going to cheat on me. I'm waiting for them to prove to me that they don't actually care. That is the narrative that I have identified in my own mind, so that I can work on it and clear it out, so that I can enjoy a real intimate companionship where I actually can trust someone. That's what we're going for, right? We're going for learning how to trust people. So you're going for seeing your sweetheart not as a child, but as seeing them as a grown person, right? The grown person who is able to bring their love to you the way that you want them to bring it. So as I was saying, these are the cards that I had that proved that, it showed that you're just like more and more frustrated with waiting and waiting and waiting for them to prove to you that they care about you, for them to step into the person that you expect them to be toward you, right? What about you loving them for who they really are? And then deciding from there whether or not who they really are is the right companion for you. That's a very important lesson that we have with the Lovers coming up twice in here, is that the intimate connections that we become involved with are to teach us our big life lessons that we came into our physical bodies to experience. And one of those big lessons that all of us have to experience in most lifetimes, some of us arise out of it and then we don't experience it anymore in future physical incarnation, is learning how to detach the expectation of commitment with someone just because you have an intimate bond. Just because you have an intimate connection with them doesn't mean that they have to be in your life for forever and ever. It could be for just a little while. And you could just enjoy it for what it is at this moment by moment by moment, until that moment is gone. And when you come to the point where you're like, oh, I'm just going to let it be what it is right now and not worry about whether or not I'm wasting my life. It's like either they're good people, or either they're trying to be good to you or they're not. You just say it. And then you take responsibility for that. Okay? So, Cancer, do you want to know? Should you break up with them? You know the answer to that. I'm getting a big fat Not yet. Whatever it is that you're thinking, I'm getting a big fat not yet. Okay? Wait for something else. There's still more lessons to come in. There's still more to learn. Okay? Or should I get together with them? If that's a question that you have. I'm hearing not yet. There's whatever state that you're in right now, keep it there and continue working on you and your own lovability, because it's going to be real hard for you to accept an intimate connection, proper grammar please, if you don't believe that anyone could love you the way that you deserve to be loved. The first thing to do is to love yourself very intimately and know that no matter what, you're going to be okay. It was a beautiful reading. Cancer, reading for you means so much to me, and this is where I'm going to leave off. Now, in the description box below this video, you'll find links to my Instagram so that you can follow me over there if you'd like. You'll find a link to my booking page so that you can set an appointment for yourself to get a private consultation through the tarot to find more about how to get more money in your life, how to get more intimate connection into your life. And also you'll find my tip jar where you can send me a couple dollars because you just love this reading and you love me and you think I'm so great. Cancer, I love you. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you do so that you can be in on the next reading that comes up in 12 days. I'll see you later.